2, 1. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Action. Hey, what's up everybody? So we haven't done it in a while, a Q&A. So today we're going to do a Q&A. We didn't surf today, so we have no surfing footage to put in the background. Now you may have noticed that we've been putting up a lot of videos lately. Almost a video every day so far this month. So do me a favor, if you guys like to see us putting up that many videos, almost a video every day, go ahead and hit the like button right now. We're gonna give you like 5 seconds. Yeah, should be down right over here. Just hit that like button. Let us know. If we get 500 likes or more, then we'll know that we need to try to do a video every day. It's not easy, but we're gonna try. All right. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a Q&A, except it's gonna be a Grom Q&A. So Ki'ili and Atua are gonna do the question answering, and I'm just gonna do the question reading. So you guys ready?
Yep.
Is there any news or anything? Oh, one more thing. How's the 30-day challenge going, guys? How's that going? Today we're gonna do another 30 minutes of Indo boarding after this. And the other thing we're doing is today we're gonna start cleaning up the diet. So it's been about a week since we started almost. So if you wanna take your 30-day challenge to the next level, start cleaning up your diet, meaning a little less sugary products, a little more vegetables, a little more fruit, clean protein. Anyhow, let's get to the Q&As.
A little less Snickers.
Yeah, less candy bars. Okay, so first question, really quick, which always gets asked whenever they're doing videos. How old are you guys and how long have you been surfing? Take it away, kids.
Well, I'm 10 years old. Well, I'll be 11 in like a few days, but I'm 10 years old, and I've been surfing since I was like 2 or 3.
I'm 14, and I started surfing when I was like 4, 5-ish, around there, like just in the water catching little whitewater waves.
Yeah, so as far as like surfing out the back, that all started probably when they were both around 6,
First time
7.
we went out the back was, yeah, like 6 or 7.
6 or 7, that's when we took them out.
And not when the swell was in town.
Yeah, before that,
And they
always
were,
in the
like,
whitewater.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now that we got that out of the way, because everybody asks that like constantly over and over, so I don't have a name for that one. All right, so next question by Riley Tong. How do I get comfortable with surfing in contests that are 20-minute heats? I'm 16, surfing in the under 18 division. Thanks. Ki'ili and Atua have done quite a few contests, and they've done heats anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes. So take it away. How do you get comfortable surfing contests?
Well, definitely depends on how much time you have in the heat, because if you only have 15 minutes, you got to use your time more wisely. But if you have like 20 minutes, like you're saying in your heats, then you can plan it out a little bit more. And what we usually like to do is have like a plan, like for the first 5 or 10 minutes, I'll hang out maybe like out the back or further inside. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll change my position and not just stay in the same spot.
Well, maybe at least in like half of the time, you just have to make sure that you get 2 waves, and then after that, that's pretty good. But if you get like at least 2 waves in your heat in the like first maybe 5 or 10 minutes, then that's pretty good, and then you have the rest of the heat to try to catch more minutes and get a better score.
You won't
You
feel
want to
so
make
rushed.
sure to try to finish your waves. That will help out a lot.
Yeah, and probably just do more of them. The more contests you do, the more comfortable you're gonna get. Because when these guys first started, probably the first 5 or 6 contests, they were nervous wrecks on the beach, just staring out, stressed out, getting angry at everything. So the more you do, the easier it gets. All right, next question. All right, this is by Delbo. Some of these questions actually were asked like a month ago, so sorry if it took this long to answer your question. Delbo, I'm kind of scared of deeper water. Any ways to overcome that fear?
Try to not think about it. If you think about it and you start thinking about it more, it's gonna get in your head, and then it's not gonna
You'll
work
mess
out
with your
better.
head.
Yeah.
Is that it? So just don't think about it?
Well, not really sure.
How do you overcome the fear of deep water? I you know, it's kind of creepy sometimes when you're thinking, oh man, there's deep water.
Just try to not look down.
Don't look down, so just look up.
I didn't say look up, I said not look down.
Well, there you have it. Like I said, they're gonna answer the questions. I'm trying to stay out of it this time. I think I do too much talking sometimes, so I'll let them be the expertise. In a couple years, they're going to be the experts anyway. So, Connor Marsh, for strong snaps, should I rely more on turning, I think as turning the body, or leaning my body, as in leaning on the rail? Thanks.
I think it's definitely a combination of both, because you can't just stay straight up and turn, but you can't just stay like this and lean. So you definitely got to have a little bit of both, a little bit of leaning into it as well as a little bit of turning your body. So got to use both.
Yeah, I think like leaning a little bit into it and like turning your body.
I think the two most important things really that you'll find you'll get the most out of is timing and positioning, where you do the snap, where in the wave you do the snap. So if you put all that together and you get it right and you get the timing right, then you'll see it. You know when you do a good snap, you can feel it. All right, next, Kyle. Thanks for answering my question about the paddling, but I should have asked how he does that 180 so quick before the waves. Cheer. So somebody had asked in the last Q&A, why does Atua paddle towards the wave before he catches the wave? Meaning so the wave was going to break further out, so Atua had to paddle out further out, then he had to whip a 180. So now the person's asking, so we answered why we did that, as far as X marks the spot. You can see the last Q&A video, but now the person's asking, how does he do it so quickly?
Well, definitely from practice, and also what I kind of do, instead of just sitting up and then like using my legs to turn, I'll sometimes like totally lean off my board and like just grab the rails and like almost cut through the water sideways to spin around as quickly as possible, because if I were to sit up and like slowly use my legs, I wouldn't be able to do a 180 quick enough.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you
I'll use my whole body to like
you'll
turn
tilt the board
Yeah, that's
and
kinda,
almost fall backwards and then
fall
flip
backwards.
it.
I kind
Flip
of do
it.
that too, like
Okay.
you just like go like that.
Yeah, when you do it enough times, you start to kind of figure out how to do it quicker, because you have to. A lot of times the wave is right there and you have just about a second.
Timing is everything.
All right. We do have a video that we've done on seated turns, so if you don't know how to do a seated turn, you can go back and watch it. We have a very good video on seated turns. All right. Smooth Stars. This is the name. The name of the question is from Smooth Stars. Any tips on how to do critical turns and throw more spray? Kind of like that fan-like motion. Spray, water in the air.
Well, like to get more vertical, that'll probably throw some more spray. So like to reach your hand down when you do the turn, that'll help you get more vertical.
Definitely using your rail more, because sometimes not like being the most critical would be like a really critical turn, but it may not throw the most spray. But if you like get on your rail and go like lean into it and get on your rail really, it'll end up throwing more spray, like a fan of spray.
Yeah, following the turn through the turn, and basically what Atua is saying is as much speed as you can into the turn, and then what you're actually doing is you're kind of almost like using the board as like brakes almost. Imagine doing a power slide with a bicycle, like that. Well, with the wave, it's kind of the same thing, and the harder you hit that with your rail, the more you're going to push the water. And of course, the closer to the lip, to the top of the wave, at a critical point, it'll actually snap the water out. And that's what she was saying. So they're both right. All right, let's move on to the next question. Moving along. Wow, we're at 8 minutes already. Let's see. Catlist23. Do you guys get board rashes and live through the pain, or how do you not get them? I don't think I've ever seen Ki'ili surf with more than just a bikini, especially seeing as you guys seem to surf almost every day. So I think this person's talking about board rash that you get like on your stomach from rubbing on the wax in the surfboard. How do you guys deal with that?
Well, I do get that, and sometimes it's not. Even if I'm wearing a rash guard, sometimes I can get a rash. How
do you deal with it?
Well, I find that I usually get them when I surf for usually over an hour and a half to 2 hours, and especially when there's lots of waves coming in, because sometimes I'll be paddling out and I'll turn really quickly and I'll slide on my board, as a day where it's more like a really mellow session and there's not as many waves and it's a lot more relaxed, and I usually won't get a rash that much. But you kind of got to just deal with the pain. What I do is I kind of deal with the pain, but if the rash gets too bad, then sometimes I'll take a couple days off to let the rash heal, because or else it might just keep getting worse.
So it's true, if you keep surfing, your skin will toughen up. But the other thing is beginners tend to wiggle a lot on their surfboard because they don't have their balance. So beginners always get more rash. It's like, just imagine sanding yourself constantly. I don't get rashes anymore, unless I don't surf for like a month or 2 months, and then I get back in the water, and then I will get a rash.
Yeah.
But then after about a week or two, I won't get I haven't had a rash in years.
And rash guards, they're called rash guards, but I find that sometimes I even get a rash with a rash guard because
Yeah,
it's rubbing
exactly.
around.
Yeah, you need to have a fit rash guard. So if you have a baggy rash guard, that's going to give you a rash a lot more than a nice snug rash guard. That's why they're supposed to be kind of tight. All right, next question. This is the last question. Henry Going. Hey, I love the videos and I just wanted to ask, how could I get better and faster at my paddling for waves? Well, I think Ki'ili's made the biggest improvement on her paddling. Why don't you start with this?
Well, there's like a few different like little exercises that you can do to practice your paddling to improve your paddling. So like in a pool, you can get someone to. Well, actually, there was a video, and I showed that in one of the.
Yeah, we have quite a few videos on this.
Yeah.
If you just search back in our videos, you'll see at least 3 or 4 or 5 videos where we cover
Like you
paddling.
can get in the pool, in like a pool or something. You can get someone to hold your leash, and then you paddle and paddle and paddle, and that's a pretty good exercise. And
What's it called when it's like aerodynamics but in the water?
That's our dog. Aerodynamic, hydrodynamics.
Hydrodynamics. So basically what I'm saying is don't have like stuff dragging. So you don't want to have your legs like spread out to the side, dragging in the water. You want to have your legs put together on the surfboard. That'll create less drag. And also trying to not rock. So if you're balanced in your surfboard, then your surfboard isn't going to rock side to side as much, meaning you'll end up going faster when you paddle.
And
And
also,
technique.
don't be too far back on your board. If you're too far back on the board, you're actually pushing water. So it's all about finding the perfect spot, and then like he said, technique, and then you just got to do lots of it.
The stronger and more
Nothing
efficient you
will
get.
really prepare you for surf paddling better than surf paddling. If you have a swimming pool, you can paddle on a boogie board, or even swimming won't quite get you ready like being on a board. All right, guys, so those are the Q&As for today. And we're just trying to kind of do as many videos as we can this month. So this puts us at like, I don't know, 7 videos this month, 6 or 7, and we're not even halfway through the month. So we're gonna kind of keep it up. And if you guys didn't yet, hit that like button. I would appreciate it if you do it. Just lets us know that you guys appreciate the videos. And
subscribe. It is
don't
free.
forget to subscribe. And if you have any other questions that maybe we haven't answered or that you couldn't find on the site, just pop it in the comments, and the next time we do another one of these Q&As, we will answer that. All right, pura vida, aloha. We'll see you guys in the next video.